Okay, so more Omoplata Game stuff. So last time finished the close guard setups in the Omoplata. We're now going to look at collar and sleeve from standing. So let's just say I had collar and sleeve. Let's go over some basics from this position. So again, I have my left foot's in Tyrone's right hip. I want to bring my shin on the inside, and again I'm controlling that inside space. Collar and sleeve, great guard, just follow your knees there, bro. So again, I can set this up from close guard, just with two sleeve grips, open my legs, shrimp on my side, feet on the hips, and then from there, depending on what side I want to go to, I'll put one hip on the mat, find the collar, okay, and then I'll be finding the shoulder or the bicep. And again, probably the main thing from collar and sleeve is I don't want Tyrone's shoulders square. I'm pushing on the shoulder and pulling on the collar. I'm putting this in my hips, sorry bro, so making him feel kind of uncomfortable. Now he'll want to swim inside with that hand. When he does, I just swim in again. Swim in again, I just swim in again. If he comes over the top and tries to rouse the shoulder, I find the shoulder and then I swim back down to the bicep again. So you need to have that skill of keeping the inside track. So I think we've already covered that in the club, but another thing Tyrone can do is jump to his feet from here. So anytime he jumps to the feet, and again he'll be trying to get inside control, I'm keeping the inside space, he'll be backing away, trying to remove my foot from his right hip. So I'm keeping this grip now. I need to keep him bent over, so let's think about concepts first of all. Yes, I mean, strong guys will maybe try to break this grip with their hand. I'm keeping the inside thing, but if he's trying to posture, that's a lot of bicep and grip strength keeping my right hand. So think about this. I'm going to connect my right elbow to my right thigh. So now when he tries to posture, he's just carrying my weight, and it's effortless to keep him bent over. The other thing he might be thinking about is his right hand. He'd maybe want to, if you notice, I'll just shuffle this way, bro. If you notice, I've got an open elbow on Tyrone's right elbow there. Sometimes he'll want to latch onto that lapel and then pull his right elbow back towards his hip. Just back this way, bro. Yeah. So now it's very hard for me to get the omoplata. So anytime that happens, I just bring my knee on the inside, push in the hip, and break that off. I never really want him having control here on my pants. So again, anytime he's there and he makes that grip on my collar, I just bring my knee on the inside, just pushing the hip, use that leverage to break the grip, and then I'll arch my back so he doesn't make that grip again. The problem with setting up the omoplata from standing is the space from my hips to Tyrone's shoulder. Just drop down to your knees, bro. Look how close. If I'm hitting this from a kneeling position, my hips are significantly closer to Tyrone's right shoulder, so that whenever I cut an angle and I kick this through, I'm straight into the omoplata. From standing, it's a little bit more difficult because my hips are so far away from Tyrone's shoulder. So the detail is, from here, is I put my balls in his armpit. I physically lift my hips up. Once I'm there, now this leg shoots over, and again, you get people that are trying to posture all the time. He will not want to get to his knees, so this is where we switch grips from a right hand grip, which is a thumb up grip, to the left hand grip, thumb down. Let's shuffle this way, bro. So originally, I was here. Tyrone wants to posture. I switch grips and I build the base from my shoulder to my elbow. Now again, if he's standing and his shoulder's way off the mat, I'm thinking about sweeping, not trying to finish the omoplata. So let's talk about this hip bump sweep. So from there, I just come up on my toes and I point my left toe towards the mat. And now I just, as if I'm doing a hip bump sweep, I raise my hips into Tyrone's right armpit and I'm going to force him into the rope. Once I end up there, I control the elbow, hand goes on the mat so he can't do that spaghetti guard, legs around my back, and then we're into the same crap. I can either back step or I can switch grips, roll over my left shoulder, and I'm back into the omoplata again. So again, I extend my legs, sit up, find that grip, butt scoot back, curl my left foot back so I'm on the ball of the foot, right comes under, and then I can lean forward. Let's look at that again, and just go from this angle, bro. So just from collar and sleeve, yeah, just from our position here, Tyrone jumps to his feet, Perfect, okay. So I just find that shoulder, make sure my elbows connect to the inside. Anytime he tries to make a grip on my collar, I'll bring my knee in and just pop that off. And when the moment's right, and I feel that just that elbow away from his body, the detail is, my feet stay where they are. I use them as a platform to basically elevate my hips. If you notice, I was playing it with pulling Tyrone's hip into my pocket with my shin there. The minute I start to put this on, I'm going to extend my left foot, pull this arm straight, and lift my hips into his armpit. Then I stuff this into my hip, and now I just swing my left leg over. As I do that, I immediately switch grips and build the base. Okay. Once I'm there, now I put my right toes on the mat, lift my hip, and now I'm just coming forward for that hip bump sweep. Control, or from there I can back step, replacing my right hand with my left calf. And now from there he's flat. The easiest omoplata to finish. I don't even need to make the wedges or the pressure. It's just this to come on. Let's do that again. So say Tyrone is in close guard on his knees. I get sleeve control. Again, from there, I don't care what grips he makes, I open my guard, turn onto my side, and get inside positioning with my knees. Now let's get our grips. So my right hand releases off the sleeve, I find the collar, I move on to my side, and then I just find somewhere between his elbow and his shoulder, and I push his shoulders so they're not straight, they're diagonal. But now Tyrone decides he's jumping to his feet. Okay, so I make that connection with my elbow on his thigh. So if he tries to posture from there, he's carrying my weight. If he makes that grip, I'm just going to bring my knee to the inside, pop it off. And when the moment's right, I'm going to pull on the sleeve and lift my hips into this armpit. Put this, stuff it into my pocket. And then I just turn the corner. As I turn the corner, I'm already switching grips to a front down grip. And then I just lift my hip. I love this move, it's very cool. And once we get to here, let's just go for that back step one again. I keep the grip, and now I just back step over. Tyrone's flattened out, I can just lean into him. Omoplata is very easily finished when you get your partner flat rather than his knees. So that's technique one from the collar and sleeve setups.